येनाक्षरसमाम्नायमधिगम्य महेश्वरात् कृत्स्नं व्याकरणं प्रोक्तं तस्मै पाणिनये नमः। येन धौता गिरः पुंसां विमलैः शब्दवारिभिः तमश्चज्ञानजं भिन्नं तस्मै पाणिनये नमः। वाक्यकारं वररुचिं भाष्यकारं पतञ्जलिं पाणिनिं सूत्रकारं च प्रणतोऽस्मि मुनित्रयम्। In the previous class, we learned different types of different classification of swaras based on different criteria. In Maheshwara Sutras, we have 9 swaras. They are classified into Raswaha, Dirghaha, Plutaha. The sutra which gives these 3 sangnas is Ukaloj Rasva Dirgha Plutaha. Single sutra for 3 sangnas. And udattaha by uchair udattaha, anudattaha by nichair anudattaha, swaritaha by samahara swaritaha. Those letters which use the upper portion of the organ for their pronunciation, their ucharanasthana, they are called as udattaha. If they use lower of their ucharanasthana for their pronunciation, then that letter is anudattaha. If they use both the lower and upper parts, then those letters are called as swaritaha. And anunasikaha, ananunasikaha cha. The sutra which gives anunasikaha, anunasika sangna, mukhanasika vachanonunasikaha. The letter which uses both mouth as well as nose, they are called as anunasika. If they use only mouth, then they are called as ananunasika. So akarayas, akara, ikara, ukara, rukara, the first 4, they have 18 types of different pronunciation, because they have rasva, dirgha, pluta 3 types, and udatta, anudatta, swaritaha 3 types, and anunasika as well as ananunasika 2 types. So it is permutation of 3 into 3 into 2. So 3 3 is 9, 9 2 is 18. 18 types of different pronunciation of akara, ikara, ukara, rukara. And lu, ye, o, I, au, they have only 12 types of pronunciation, since they don't have one type of pronunciation from these rasva dirgha prataha. Lu doesn't have dirgha version, and ye, o, I, au, they don't have rasva version. So it is 2 into 3 into 2. 2 3 is a 6, 6 2 is a 12. 12 types of pronunciation for lu and h letters. This is about previous class. And the representation of udatta is by without any representing an udatta letter, we don't use any markings. So if you don't find any horizontal or vertical lines above or below the letter, it is udattaha. If you find horizontal line below the letter, it is anudattaha. If you find vertical line like this above the letter, then it is swaritaha. And for anunasika, we will have this chandra bindu over the letter. If you don't find chandra bindu, it is ananasika. So this one is lu. Lu is rasva. This is, since it doesn't have any markings with respect to udatta, anudatta, swarita, it is udatta, and it is anunasika, since it has chandra bindu over it. Okay, today we shall discuss about Savarnam, the another sangna, Savarna. The sutra which defines Savarna is Tulyasya Prayatnam Savarnam 119. Padacheda of the sutra, Tulya Asya Prayatnam. It is single word. Within the word, that sandhi has been made. Tulyasya Prayatnam Savarnam. Tulyasya Prayatnam is Pratama Vibhakti Ekavachana. Savarnam is also Pratama Vibhakti Ekavachana. Tulya asya prayatnam. Tulya means equal, same. Asya means mouth. Prayatnam, effort. Savarnam. In simple words, if the ucharana sthana of different letters is same, then they are called as Savarnam. The mouth based, that asya is there. If the ucharana sthana of the letters in the mouth is same for different letters, then they are called as Savarna letters. We can see here Kantaha, from throat, from Kantha. These letters are produced. Akuha Visarjaniyanam Kantaha. It means A. Ku means Kavarga, Ka, Ka, Ga, Ga, Nga, and Ha, and Visargaha. These letters are produced from Kantaha. Similarly, Ichu Yashanam Talu. E. Chu means Chavarga, Cha, Cha, Jaja, Nya, Ya, and Sha, Yakara, Shakara. These letters are produced from Talu. Rutu Rashanam Murda. Ru, two means Tavarga, and Ra, Sha. These are produced from Murdha. Lutu Lasanam Dantaha. Lu, two means Tata Dadana, then La and Sa. Kanta means throat. Talu, it is it is upper palate, just before the teeth. Murda means it is beyond talo. Dantaha means teeth. Aushtav means lips. Upu upupadmaniyanam voshtav. Pu means pavarga. Papa baba ma. Then here upadmaniya. Pu plus upadmaniya. Pu followed by u. So there has Savarna dirgha. U plus u, upu. Pu upadmaniyanam voshtav. U pavarga and upadmaniyaha. These are produced from voshtav. And Nyamagananam Nasika Cha. We have already seen this Nyakara is produced from where here Ichu Yashanam Talo, but it uses Nasika also. Similarly, Makara is produced from Voshtav and it uses nose also. We have seen these are always Anunasika. So they use mouth as well as nose also. Ye daitau kantatalu. A and I. A and I. For them, the organs of pronunciation are kanta and talu. Both kanta and talu are involved in pronunciation of A and I. O dautau kantoshtam. O and au. O and au. They are produced from kanta and oshtam, means throat and lips. Vakarasya dantoshtam. Vakara is produced from danta, teeth and lips. Both teeth and lips are involved in pronunciation of vakara. Jihvamuliyasya jihvamulam. The jihvamula is produced. The jihvamula letter is produced from jihvamulam. Jihvamula is not a different swara. I will explain about this later in the class. Nasika anuswarasya. Anuswara is produced from nose. It doesn't use mouth for its pronunciation. You can close your mouth and you can pronounce anuswara because it uses only nose. Like that. There is one sutra. Before we go into further about the Savarnam. Let us consider one more sutra, Najalau, the immediate sutra after Tulyasya Prayatnam Savarnam, Najalau. Here the Padacheda is Na Ach Halau. Here Na, between Nakara and Akara, the Akara of na and A, there is Savarna Dirgha Sandhi, therefore it is Na Dirgha. And Chakara followed by Hakara. Yesterday I told that this Akara gets converted to the fourth Varga Chaturtaha. Therefore it has become Jha. Which sutra we found this? Ukalo Aj Rasva Dirgha Prutaha. The same Ach followed by Ukalo Aj Rasva. Okay, Rasva. There also Akara was there. Here also Akara is here. Ach Rasva there. Here Ach Halau. Chakara followed by Hakara. This Chakara undergoes Jasva, so it has become J, and Hakara is converted to Varga Chaturtaha, that is Jha. Jhalau. Na Ach Halau. Na means no. Ach means all vowels. Hal means all consonants. Haya word from there up to Hal, the last sutra. Hal covers all Vyanjana. Hach covers all Swaras. Na Ach Halau means Ach letters and Hal letters are not Savarna. They are not considered as Savarna, even though if they have same organ of pronunciation. If the organ of pronunciation for a Ach letter and an Al letter is same, by the previous sutra they would have become Savarna for each other, but this sutra prevents the Savarna Sangna between an Ach letter and Hal letter. For example, as we saw in the previous slide, the organ of pronunciation for A, Ku and Ha Visarga is Kanta. Akara, Kavarga and Hakara and Visarga, they are all produced from Kanta. But among these, Akara is an H letter and the Kavarga and Ha are Hal letters. So there is no Savarnatvam between Akara and Kakara, Akara and Gakara, like that. So A is not a Savarna with respect to Ka. That is the meaning of Najhalau. So the Savarna for A are all its 18 types of different pronunciation what we studied yesterday. Rasva, Dirgha, Pluta, Anudatta, Udatta, Swarita, Anunasika, Anunasika. By these different permutations we get 18 types. No, all 18 types are considered as Savarna to each other. So A in the Maheshwara Sutra represents all those 18 types. So all 18 types are considered as Savarna to each other. And Savarna for Ka are Ka, Ka, Ga, Gha, Nga and Ha. Similarly, E, the Savarna for E are all its 18 types of Vikara, and Savarna for Cha or Savarna for Ja are these Vyanjanas, because the Savarnatva can happen among the consonants and among the vowels, not between an H and an letter. Similarly, Savarna for Ru, I will explain this later. Savarna for Tavarga is all these consonants in block letters, Tata, Dada, Na, Rasha. And similarly, Savarna for Disa, Tata, Da, Dha, Na, Lasa. These are all Savarna with respect to each other. If you find Sakara, if a Savarna is mandated on Sakara, then these are all considered as Savarna for Sakara. Then we will see which of these applicable depending on the context. Mm, then Upadmaniyam Oshtav. Here, who is among these Papa, Babama, and Upadmaniyah? These are all Savarna to each other. Yes, who is the 18 types of Ukara are Savarna to each other. Upadmaniya is the special sound that is produced when Visarga is followed by Pakara. When Visarga is followed by Pakara, then that Visarga gets converted into Upadmaniya. Its pronunciation will be similar to Pakara, but not exactly Pakara. Nyamagananam, Nyamaganana. Here, these five users knows for their pronunciation, but the mouth part for each of them is different. For example, Nya is produced from Talo, Makara is produced from Ostau. Since the mouth part is different, these five are not considered as Savarna to each other. So Makara is not a Savarna to Nakara. Nakara is not a Savarna to Nakara. And these five, they are not Savarna to each other. They are not, since the mouth based organ of pronunciation is different for each of them. Similarly, the last one, Nasika Anuswarasya. Anuswara uses only the nose. The concept of Savarna uses the term Asya, means mouth. So Anuswara doesn't use mouth, so the concept of Savarna is not there with respect to Anuswara. Then Yedetoho Kantatalu. Yedaitoho. I. Here, the organ for the pronunciation of A and I are Kanta and Talu. It means the organs are same for A, I and I, but they are not Savarna. Even though the Tulyasya Prayatnam qualifies for both of them, but they are not considered as Savarna. Similarly, O and Au. Because we don't want the Savarnatva between A and I, O and Au. But how do we know that they are not Savarna? That hint has been given in Maheshwara Sutra. You see, here Akara represents all its 18 types. So there is no need of mentioning Dirga Pluta so it has not been mentioned there. If A and I, if they have been Savarna to each other by Tulyasya Prayatnam Savarnam, then Panini Maharshi, he would have not given A and I separately. He would have given just only A, because A represents I also. But he has given I also. So it tells that it implies A and I, they are not Savarna. Similarly, O and How. The organs of pronunciation for O and Au are same. Kanta, Oshtav, throat and lips. But they are separately mentioned in Maheshwara Sutras. It indicates that they are not Savarna to each other. If they had been Savarna, only O or only Au would have been given in Maheshwara Sutra. The mere presence of A and I as well as O and Au tells that A and I are not Savarna to each other. O and Au, they are not Savarna to each other. Vakarasya dantaushtam. Vakara is produced by danta, teeth and lips. Jihvamulyasya jihvamulam. This is the sound produced when visarga is followed by jihvamula, upadmaniya, jihvamuliya. Okay. Jihvamulyasya jihvamulam. Jihvamuliya is the organ of pronunciation for jihvamuliya is jihvamulam. And nasika anuswarasya. Anuswara is produced by nasika. It is not produced from this one. What? Mouth. So the concept of savarnatva is not there with respect to nasika, as I already told. So in brief, tulyasya prayatnam savarnam najjalau. Tulyasya prayatnam savarnam means if the organs of pronunciation of two or more letters is same, then they are called as savarna. The mouth based organs, whether throat or talu or danta, voshta, if voshta is the organ of pronunciation for different letters, then those letters are called as savarna to each other. But there is no savarnatva between ach and hal letter. A vowel and a consonant cannot be savarna to each other by najjalau. This is about savarnatva, and I didn't tell about the savarnatva between ru and lu. Here, even though the organs of pronunciation of ru and lu are different. For ru it is murda, for lu it is danta. Still, they are considered as savarna to each other. Lukara has 18 types. Lukara has 12 types. 18 plus 12, totally 30. Those all 30 different pronunciations of ru and lu are considered as savarna to each other because it is required in different sutras, that concept of savarna between ru and lu. So even though murda and danta are the organs of pronunciation for ru and lu, they are different. They are considered as savarna. So we have to remember ru and lu are savarna to each other. This is about savarna, and this is all about today's class. If you have any doubts, you can ask. गुरुरेव गतिर्गुरुमेव भजे गुरुणैव सहास्मि गुरो नमो गुरवे न गुरोः परमं शिशुरस्मि गुरो मतिरस्ति गुरौ मम पाहि गुरो. धन्यवादः.
धन्यवादः.
धन्यवादः महोदय.
वदतु, पृच्छतु.
Mahoday, yesterday I couldn't attend the class. Hello. Savarnam between each other. What is the meaning for that? Savarnam between